Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome back to the 10 at 10. This is the one for 12/9 of 2025. I'm Matt, that's my brother Tim, and we make up MrMaple.com. Guys, we got an incredible lineup here for you today.
Yeah, we're talking about 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mr. Maple. To start off today, we have Acer Palmatum Kokyo.
This is a fun one, guys. This is actually a rare Talon Buchholz introduction. It was collected at the Royal Temple there in Japan, at the Emperor's Temple. Pretty cool. This was a selection by Talon that has large green leaves, has some incredible shades in the fall too. This one goes through some oranges to almost reds late. Absolutely beautiful leaf. This is gonna have a larger leaf like Hogyoku, classic Japanese maple. Guys, this one is typically in that 8 to 10 foot range in 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, to get a tree that's from the Emperor's Palace in Japan is pretty amazing.
Also in that Buchholz lineage.
Yeah, and it's a Buchholz introduction. Guys, it's a win-win all the way around. Get you one of these to add to your garden. It's a beautiful tree. It's gonna have some amazing fall color.
Buchholz grown trees here as well, guys. Very durable, great looking plants. This one can handle a good bit of sun. Gonna work zones 5 through 9. I found this one to be incredibly heat tolerant and incredibly cold tolerant. Those big Palmatum style leaves are among some of the most cold tolerance for that Palmatum style leaf. Absolutely love it. This one's gonna pair well with the Osakazuki, Hogyoku, many of those upright Palmatums. I think it's gonna give you a different shade in the fall too. Very interesting tree. Grab your Kokyo today. All right, guys, next up, we've got Acer Palmatum Dissectum Lemon Chiffon. This is a cool one. Comes out with a little bit of that yellowish glow, has a great yellow fall color as well.
And it has some great yellows on the new growth too. 3x5 in 10 years, nice cascading habit. It's more of a yellow lace leaf. Guys, beautiful tree to have out there in the garden to compare and contrast with something like a Tamukiyama or your classic red. Instead of giving it traditional green, you get more of that yellow-green color that really brightens it up and makes the space in the garden stand out a little bit more.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and disagree completely. I'd like to pair this one with Orangiola. I like, this is a great plant to pair with any lace leaves. It looks great with greens, reds, yellows, oranges, you name it. It's gonna bring some fun color to your garden. One of the things I love about this, Tim mentioned it, but that size is small. So this isn't a big tree, 3x5 in 10 years, small stature, low and spreading, perfect tree for a container. Brighten up a darker spot in your garden. Now, giving this one a little bit of sunlight will actually pick up some of your yellows.
Yeah, I mean, that yellow is essential in the garden. This cascading habit gives you a graceful weeping habit, great for containers. Make sure you have good drainage in all containers as always. Guys, super rare, really cool tree to have in your garden. Now,
I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with myself again and pair this with Jetalo Orange or Dr. Brown. I'm gonna have to interject here. I think this will be a really fun one to put next to Dr. Brown, and I'm gonna disagree again and say Monticello Gardens. Grab your Lemon Chiffon today. All right, guys, we have some small ones, but they are amazing. We have Acer platanoides Reszi, not giants. These are slow growing if you know these. These are Buchholz grown, absolutely amazing plant.
Yeah, we're talking 2 to 3 inches of growth in a year. Stays small and narrow. We've got some giant ones out at Buchholz that are, 30 years old. We've got a whole cultivar highlight on Reszi. You can go check it out. It's a Norway maple with a crinkled leaf, columnar habit, and a deep green foliage.
So if you want to see some big ones, they're there. We've got 3 different ones there at Buchholz. We go kind of in progression and show you each of them all the way up to the really, really big one at the back. These aren't huge, they are small, but you guys have been asking for this one. We want to get it out to you guys. Absolutely a great deal on these Rezzis. All right, guys, we are back with Peve Multicolor.
Yeah, Peve Multicolor is a selection by Peve Multicolor. Leaves out in the early spring with some crazy colors. It's got a unique style of irrigation unto itself, where you get just a lot of multitude of colors of pinks, whites, creamies, colors, and some greens.
This one is fun, guys. Leaf it out slowly like Ukigumo. So you don't want to give this one high nitrogen. You want to give it a spot in a high oak canopy or a high canopy if you can, a shadier spot in the garden. You don't want to put this one in heavy sunlight. It will green it up faster. There's some different techniques you can do like that to kind of get your best colors out of this one. Peve Multicolor named this one. You've heard us talk a lot about Peve Starfish, some other things in that Peve line. Peve Multicolor, super highly sought after, really unique plant, and it can give you a really dynamic tree. Think about this one like Ukigumo though. Not every single season is it gonna be its perfect shade of white and pink, but you can get some extravagant colors out of this one. Leafing out slowly is really key. Don't over fertilize it.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's gonna be about 6 to 8 foot in 10 years, making a good mid-sized tree. Guys, this thing gives crazy colors. It's one of the craziest colors you can get on a Japanese maple. So add this to your garden to add that wow factor. And when this thing is lighting up, it's gonna steal the show. Great
sizes, this one. It doesn't revert. This is from our big one at Buchholz. Absolutely an amazing tree. Heavily divided leaf. Some excellent sizes in this today. I think you'll have fun with this one. Grab it, put it out in your garden. A fun one to pair with some of the darker colors. So think about putting this one, next to some of your deeper shades, your Hefner's red, your Emperor 1. Things like that are really going to bring out the color in this. Again, just leaf it out slow. People are like, how do you leaf out trees slowly? Shade and low fertilizer. That's the key for this one. Just like you would Ukagumo, I think you're going to love this one, especially if you're an Ukagumo fan. Grab you a Peve Multicolor. All right, Tim, what do we have next?
Guys, next up, I said St. Jean for years.
I said St. Jean. I think this one's got great genes.
But it's really probably St. John.
It's Jean.
But I think it's French.
I don't speak French. Pardon my French, but it's St. John to me. St. Jean.
Amazing, pretty rare selection. It's got a nice upright form. It's kind of like a more upright version of Shiranami.
Check out the sizes on these guys. These are Buckholz grown, a rare one for sure. I think you're going to love pairing this one with Shiranami. You mentioned Shiranami. That's a fan favorite here. This one's going to have a similar style leaf to that, different colors. Goes through bronzes, pinks, reds. You're gonna get a lot of reds early. It's one of those trees that continues to have a huge color change in it in the early spring. Absolutely love those Matt and Meuri styles. I think Shiranami is a dope pairing with this.
Yeah, and it goes yellows to oranges in the fall. Guys, this is a really nice upright that's gonna give you lots of color changes all throughout the season. And that's what people love when they actually get into Japanese maples, is the change throughout the seasons. That's one of the reasons Orangeola has risen towards the top of the lace leaves. And this is that for an upright. It's very beautiful, and a cultivar you don't really see offered very frequently in the trade.
Guys, if you like Shiranami, check out St. John. I think you're gonna love this one. I absolutely love it. And some incredible sizes right now. I mean, I keep harping on that. But these Buckholz plants are big and beefy. I think you're gonna love that in your garden. Grab one now for next spring. You can enjoy all those incredible color changes in your garden. All right, this next one's for you people that love the snakes.
Yeah, we have Acer crataegifolium Meuri Nofu.
A lot of people have been waiting on this one.
Yeah, I mean, snake barks are known because they get some striation in the bark, so they have a unique interest on the bark. But with Meuri Nofu, the foliage isn't just the bark, it's all over the leaves.
This is the snake you want to see in the garden. If I told my wife we were talking about snakes today, she'd be out of here. Last year, a snake got in her car. I'm surprised she even got in the car again. My daughter was in the back of her car, didn't know how to take off her buckles, and she's like, Mom, there was a snake in the car. We were filming a podcast, and Amy calls me, like, I have 8 missed calls from my wife. There was a snake in the vehicle, had fallen in the vehicle somehow, non-poisonous. We all taken care of, but man, this is the kind of snake my wife could love still. I absolutely love this one. This is variegation. It is incredible. I think you're gonna love that pink and white display this one puts on. Absolutely super rare for a snake bark.
Now this has small foliage, so it's not like your typical roofer-nerve. The crataegifoliums have really small leaves that are really long, elongated. You get pink and white across the new growth, and you even get some pink striations on the bark, something like would remind you of something of the kin of a Irido Nishiki or Ilarian.
I was gonna even say cotton candy, because you can see the swirling in the bark on this one, guys. A little smaller, typically in that 6 to 8 foot range, smaller than a lot of those snake barks, very multi-stemmed. This one is highly sought after. This one's a rare one. Bring it out today. It will go fast, so make sure to check out with this one, then go back and add other things to cart. You can always let our office know if you're combining shipping. I do expect this one to sell out very quickly at 10 a.m. today. Again, for those newbies, these things list at 10 a.m. Eastern. A lot of people watch the videos and say, it's not on the website. It's coming at 10 a.m. Eastern. These videos are at 9, so everybody can kind of get ready. This is just a preview. There's another 10 in that email, so make sure you sign up for that email. There's actually 20 trees listed at 10. Meuri Nofu, this thing's gonna be gone quick, guys, but these are incredible. Get in line, get you one of these. That swirling variegation there is so next level. I absolutely love this one. It is a bouquet in the early spring. Great one for container early. Snakes don't like to stay in containers long term, so get it out in a good spot in the garden. I think some early morning sun, late day shade is gonna be your optimal setting for this one. It is exquisite, and it pairs so well with the Japanese maples.
Someone last week contacted the office because they thought it listed at 10:10. And so they logged in at 10:10.
Oh no,
and they were 10 minutes late.
I can guarantee you Meuri Nofu is going to be gone by 10:10. So be there at 10 a.m. ready Eastern for those West Coasters or people on other time frames. Be ready at 10 a.m. Eastern. Meuri Nofu is exquisite, guys. It's going to go quickly. Absolutely love it. Don't worry if you miss it. Sign up. We'll be bringing it back. But this one is exquisite. You're going to want to grab this if you're a snake bark collector. Guys, we are bringing the funk today. These aren't big, but they're nice. They're not big. They're not big, but they're small. They're awesome. We've got Acer platanoides, Golden Globe. Again, smaller sizes, but we want to get these out to you guys. Absolutely incredible, well rooted in. Really cool, compact, dense platanoides here today.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dwarf selection that'll end up getting 3 to 4 feet in height by about 4 to 5 foot in width in 10 years. So it stays small and compact. It's a yellow Acer platanoides, so it's a yellow Norway maple that's said to actually be able to handle the sun better than many of the other yellows. Guys, dense, compact, and yellow. It's a winner in anybody's garden.
Yeah, this one brings the yellow. I mean, think of REM type colors on this. Absolutely amazing, that small globe type shape to it. Really looks great in a conifer garden. I've seen a lot of people put this in their conifer garden to put that yellow in there, but it's not something you have to worry about getting big and shading out all your conifers. So it's a perfect way to put some deciduous splash in your conifer bed. Absolutely love Golden Globe. An amazing plant, and the colors on this are outstanding. All right, guys, we are bringing the heat. What's next, Tim?
Guys, next up we got Muka.
Muka is awesome, guys. This is a rare one from Japan, Acer Palmatum Muka. Super small foliage. Reminds me a little bit of Seiho. Perfect for that small leaf. If you're wanting one that's gonna have tiny foliage, think about Muka. I was at a nursery in Japan. I was walking around with some experts, and they were like, what is the, they were out of leaf. They're like, I don't know what this is, but I must have it. Amazing plant.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Upchurch, when he saw this tree in Japan, former vice president of the Maple Society, he planned the original trip for the Maple Society to travel from all over the world to Japan. He speaks Japanese. He worked in Japan for years, and he was working in Japan when we showed him this tree, and his mind was blown. He's like, I've never seen that. That's an amazing plant. That needs to be in production. And the cool thing about it has that dense, compact form, very much like Seiho, but the leaves are smaller. And the leaves are even smaller on the first flush of growth. So it's not just the secondary flush that has small leaves, the first flush does as well.
You bonsai people are gonna love this one. Tiny foliage, a little bit of a purple border to it in the early spring, so it's kind of a nice Kiyohime style, a little bit more of a globe shape than Kiyohime. Puts on some density from within. Some of the smallest foliage you'll ever see on an Acer Palmatum. I absolutely love this one. It's rare, it's unique, it's a perfect container plant. Been very sun tolerant for us, gonna work down to zone 5. Really a unique plant from Japan. Again, another one I think it's gonna sell pretty quickly. Look at the sizes on these. I mean, we're bringing in some giant stuff from Buchholz now. Sizes are really getting there, guys. Check out the sizes of these Muka. They're absolutely amazing. I think you're gonna love this one in your collection, especially if you like bonsai. I recommend getting a grafted one and then air layering off of it if you're gonna create bonsai from this. That's a great way to do it, or do rooted cuttings from it. Great way to get it started. These are grafted, they're grafted low. Absolutely beautiful plant. All right, guys, we got the OG next. What we got, Tim?
Guys, we have OG Sumagaki, which isn't the original gangster Sumagaki.
He's the OG of Sumagakis.
But this is OG-A, which is basically a region in Japan, and it's their version of Sumagaki. It has a leaf that I would compare to something like Suma Beni, but this is a different version of Sumagaki, 6 to 8 foot in 10 years, with that purple fingernail-like border in the early spring.
This one's kind of fun. You'll see some regional differences in Japan where they'll have that OG signifying it's a different form of Sumagaki from a different region. Absolutely beautiful. If you're a collector of the red border type trees, this one's a must-have. Shorter, denser, nice structure to it. I think it makes a perfect pairing with really anything in the spring. If you're gonna put this out, I recommend putting it out next to some reds to really accentuate that border to it. Really a great leaf shape. And again, I really like the structure of this plant a lot.
And now while Sumagaki needs some protection from the hot afternoon sun, OG Sumagaki can handle more sun. It's a little more heat tolerant. So just throwing that out there. If you've got a slightly sunnier spot in the garden, you're looking for something like Sumagaki, great choice right here.
Grab you an OG today.
Years ago, I was doing a Master Gardener conference down in Georgia, and one of the ladies who had collected a seedling off of the original Glowing Embers at UGA, at the gardens there, she had collected it there in Athens and planted one in her garden. Well, she had a witch's broom develop on that tree, and she said, hey, you should come by and get some cuttings on this witch's broom. And the best witch's broom of the 3 that were on that tree became Little Embers.
Had a little bit of a broomery going on there. Very interesting, guys. If you like Glowing Embers, Little Embers, smaller leaf, same heat tolerance. This one's durable as heck. You can put this one out in a lot of sun. I've been really impressed with its durability. Again, why people love this one, small leaf and heat tolerant. Beautiful mid-sized tree, typically 6 to 8 feet, not a giant there. Keeps it a little bit smaller, very unique grower. And the durability is off the charts on this plant. It could darn near be one of the heat seekers for its durability.
Yeah, and with 6 to 8 foot in height, it can also be close to 6 to 8 foot in width because of its rounded, dense habit. Fantastic fall color on Little Embers that's very reminiscent of its parent's parent, which is Glowing Ember. So you get some really nice shades of red in the fall.
Grab you a Little Embers today.
Guys, that was 10 of the 20 trees getting listed today. For the other 10, check out that email. They're all going to list at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on MrMaple.com.
Guys, we've got some heaters today. There's a lot of things that have been not on the website for a while that are coming back. You know, Corbin and Brian, they've been working with us. We've been finding a lot of those trees that were hidden away in the Mr. Maple collection. We tell you guys, we've got over 1,000 trees. We've been saying that for 15 years. I mean, let's be honest. We're probably creeping up on that double that kind of number. We're actually going through recataloging a lot of our trees. You're starting to see a lot of that unique stuff hit the 10 at 10s again. So this is a rare one that was in the MrMaple collection. Been away for a little while. I feel that way with a lot of the things we talked about today. First time back today. Don't sleep on them. A lot of these are going to disappear quickly for the collectors that haven't seen these in a while.
Grab you them quick. Take care.
God bless you.
And have a great day.